Dear students, welcome and thank you for tuning in. We are continuing our discussion about cells' interaction with biomaterials, and we are talking about the immune system response and the different types of cells that work together in order to build both innate and adaptive immune responses in our body. In this video, we're going to talk and focus on three types of cells that they're very important in biomaterials and very important in biomedical engineering, and the applications and the materials and the implants that we design and to be implanted inside the human body. So these three cell types are the T cells, B cells, and phagocytes. We want to learn more about them, and then we will see how they work and function to build both innate and adaptive immune responses. T cells and B cells are both lymphocytes. So if you remember from the previous video, we talked about this schematic. So B cells and T cells are lymphocyte cells. The T cells has two functions. The first function is attacking and destroying virus-infected cells or foreign tissue or tumor cells, and we call those cytotoxic T cells. They target a particular antigen. Antigens are parts or proteins that they are secreted or made or found on foreign cells or invading cells or microbes. So anything that's an antigen, it's a protein. We can have self-antigen, which are our proteins, and you can find intruding antigens or foreign antigens that comes from invading microbes, cancer cells or tumors or any viruses. Cytotoxic T cells will look for those antigens, and then if they find them, they will start secreting toxic chemicals because they recognize that those antigens are foreign, are not from our body. And that's how our body finds its cells or its proteins as opposed to other proteins. So we have a way to distinct and find these antigens. So once those antigens are recognized, cytotoxic T cells will secrete toxins and kill those foreign cells or destroy the tissue. And this is critical actually when you have tissue transplantation. It's very important to have compatibility and matching. If you don't have compatibility or matching, the killer T cells or the cytotoxic T cells will destroy that tissue and it will fail if we did the transplantation. And that's what happens. Now, the other T cell type is something called helper T cells, and those T cells activate other lymphocytes like B cells and something called natural killer cells. T cells are very important. The helper T cells will activate other cells, and we will talk a little bit more about how does this activation happen and what are the things that need to happen for the B cells and natural killer T cells to be activated. B cells and natural killers are cells. They are important in fighting invading viruses, microorganisms, and malignant cells, similar to the cytotoxic T cells, but they work differently in different ways. Cytotoxic T cells secrete toxins and toxic chemicals. Now, B cells, on the other hand, there's another type of lymphocytes, but they secrete antibodies. And the job for them is to neutralize invading cells or microbes and not to kill them. It's a different way of doing things, and we will talk about how they are activated by the helper T cells. But keep in mind, both T cells and B cells are lymphocytes. However, the B cells are manufactured in the bone marrow, which is different from the T cells, where the T cells are manufactured. Another important type of cells, very important for materials, very significant for biomaterialists and biomedical engineering, is phagocytes. And those are capable of phagocytosis, which is engulfing foreign particles. And the main mammalian phagocytes are two types, neutrophils and macrophages. That's very important. So if you go back to our schematic, this is how the neutrophil look like, and this is the phagocytes, mononuclear phagocytes. Those big phagocytes can actually fuse together and create macrophages. If you have one nucleus, we call it phagocytes. If we have multiple of these cells fused together to create a big cell with multiple nuclei, this is what we call macrophage. And they're very important. These two cell types are part of the phagocytes, and they're very important. And we will discuss more how do they work. Keep in mind that they engulf other cells or microbes and tumor cells and destroy them. Okay, so this is a quick summary about, or a quick representation of the three most important cell types that we are going to use and keep talking about over and over and over again in our biomaterials class. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, where we are going to discuss how are these cells work together in order to activate and function the innate and adaptive immune responses. Thank you for watching. Until the next video. Bye.